Oh, we're sitting in silence. If the
Silence? I'm like, how am I supposed to get a hold of you? I don't understand.
Exactly.
Like, you just never want to be. Why do you have a phone? I thought we were just getting warmed up.
Welcome to MOGUL Radio, a platform where we sit and talk with today's creative innovators, visionaries, and honestly friends. Join us as we dive into the conversation about their journeys, what inspired them to pursue this journey, and the challenges they face on this journey. Whether you're creative, an enthusiast, or just curious, this is your space to connect and grow. Let's get started. Today, I have with me Priscilla Cherry.
Oh, okay. Round of applause. I love it.
Priscilla, how are you?
I am. Do you want the real honest answer or?
Yes.
Yeah? Running on vibes and fumes. Fumes and vibes. That's where we're at today.
It's been a busy year for you.
Yeah, it's been a busy life.
That's good.
Just ongoing. Yes, no, it's like fun work, fun, busy work. It's work that I choose. You know, it's busyness of my own doing, so it's all good.
That's good. I'm happy for you. We first met on your show, actually, the Oratory. I did some recording for you, and I watched you in your space, in your element, just how you were talking with the audience, how you were interacting with the audience. You were great energy, and I thought you'd be a great guest on this.
Thank you.
So I appreciate you being here.
I appreciate you having me. It's kind of cool to have, role reversal.
Very,
chair.
very true. Hopefully I can be as good as you this episode.
Hopefully. Just kidding. So far, so good.
So far, so
But it's still
good.
early.
Still early. We'll see. We're
Okay.
about how many minutes in? We'll see. I'm going to start off with a few icebreaker questions, and feel free to expatiate on them and just take us through this journey.
Okay, cool. I'm ready. I want to say, this is totally, we're coming in this, just free form, no questions ahead of time, which is interesting. And I'm ready and I'm excited. So
It'll be
it's
fun.
going to be off the top
It'll be
of
fun.
the dome. So let's go.
First question. We're going to call this segment Mic Check 1, 2.
Magic 1, 2. I love it.
My first question for you is, what's your go-to hype-up ritual before an event?
Oh, wow. A hype up ritual. Oh my gosh. I always pray. The times that I don't pray, I'm like, oh my gosh, I felt like I stumbled over my words, something happened, and then I'll think back and I'm like, I didn't pray.
That's very good.
Yeah, so that's like, I mean, it's not hype. Well, I mean, God is hyping me up, so it is. It's like, but
Yeah.
I always throw a prayer in there. And yeah, just a few lip trills, just like, see, it's not even going here. See, that's why I gotta practice.
No, so the God factor and the noise.
Yeah, just the noise. You gotta warm up the mouth because you gotta enunciate the words and my role. And yeah, some good. I like to light a candle. It's actually very much the opposite of hyping up, and it's very much like a calming down. And I will light candles, play some chill music, pray a little bit, just get into my body, make sure I'm good at breathing, and that way I can bring my fullest self and then tap into that energy. So it's actually less of hyping up, and it's more of just tuning down.
Actually, that matches up, because off camera we're talking about you've never had caffeine, you never did once, so you're a tea person, so it kind of matches up actually.
Imagine me on coffee, no real. I feel like I'd be bouncing off the wall.
I think that could be great. That could be a scene. That could be a scene.
That's the next interview, part 2.
Priscilla with caffeine, yeah.
Priscilla with caffeine, yeah.
Monster, you heard it here first.
That's a segment, yeah.
You walk into a quiet crowd. Is your first instinct to joke or just straight fire?
Oh my gosh. So, to joke or to...
Just get into your business, what you have to do, whatever it is.
Is this, oh my gosh, I'm sorry with these questions. Now I'm becoming the interviewer. What is this crowd? Am I speaking to the crowd? Is this a mingling situation? Is it networking?
It could be any of those. Let's stick with you an MC.
Okay, so if I'm an MC and the audience is quiet?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure, I'm gonna crack a joke. I'm gonna be like, hello, is this thing on? Like, yeah, for sure.
Okay, a joke. We're gonna go with.
A
And
joke.
how do you know a crowd is warmed up to you?
If they are laughing at my jokes.
If they don't, what's your next step?
Woo! Honestly, you just have to keep it rolling. Like, you have to keep it professional. I think I'm funny, so I'm gonna laugh at my own jokes. Someone's gonna laugh. If not the whole room, that's fine. All I need is one laugh, and I'll just keep it moving.
You're brave for that. I think if that were me, no one laughed, I will probably sing it.
Oh, you're like, I'm
I'm
leaving.
leaving. The whole thing's charged.
Show's over.
What's your worst technical difficulty you had to style your way through?
Oh my gosh. Ooh. The worst? I'm like, I don't have enough time, Novio. There's always technical difficulties, like working in radio, sometimes film, live production for sure. Man, ooh, if I can think of one. Okay, I do remember coming on air, and I was actually jumping onto a friend's show. So he was hosting a show, I was coming up right after him, was my show neighbor, and he's like, oh, just jump on really quick before like you come on your show, I'll just introduce you. I'm like, okay, sweet. So I come on his show, I'm like, oh yeah, my show's coming up, stay tuned for this music. But for some reason, when I went on air, there was like this, I plugged in the headphones to the wrong input, and it was like the worst sound that you could, like nails on chalkboard, like times 10. And I was like anyone listening probably was like, I don't even know what accidents I caused that day, people driving. But it was like maybe like 2 seconds, but it was 2 seconds like too long of this screeching sound. And I just remember I was like, so my friend Spencer was just like, whoa, like, nope, like, hi Priscilla. I'm like, sorry guys, that's just my energy coming in hot. Like, I just definitely.
That was a good save. That's a good
save.
That's a good save.
I'm like, that's what you can expect from me, just high energy. That's the sound of my energy, apparently. So that was my technical difficulty and my sound at the same time.
That's a very good save.
Thank you.
I just put myself in your shoes when you said that, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I'll probably have to apologize. Like, I messed up and just own
Right.
up for it. But the way you started your way through it was even better. It's better than apology.
Unapologetic. We don't apologize. We were just like, that was meant to happen. We meant to do that, and that was my energy. And then we just laughed about it. We're like, okay, let's play a song. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't do what you do. I don't think that's a good save.
Thank you, Novia. That one's in the back pocket, so there you go.
Now we dive into main conversation. Who is Priscilla? Have you always been this comfortable? Have you always had this energy? And if not, how did you build this energy? Or how did you nurture it too?
Ooh, one of my favorite words, energy. Yeah, I would say that's a question for my mother. And my mother would say, yes, Priscilla has always had this energy. She tells me stories of when I was 3 years old. Like, my earliest memory is probably when I was 5 or 6. So she said when I was 3 years old, I would line up all my dolls and all my like stuffed animals and like an audience, and I would interview them, just talking about them. I don't know what we were talking about. I can only imagine those conversations. But yeah, she said it just always been this ball of energy. Every report card, like since kindergarten, my first report card said, "We're still a great student, lots of energy, but she talks a little too much." So I'm just a yapper, just gabbing away. And then every report card after that was the same, apparently. So yeah, they call it talking too much. I call it energy. And I decided to turn a career into it instead of it being frowned upon. Yeah, so I guess I've always had this energy.
That's good, because at such a young age, I would presume that hearing such negative thing, let's call it, like you talk too much, you might see that as a bad thing. You become self-conscious, but
Right.
you said no, and you just power through it. How?
I think you have to at the end of the day, because it's so interesting. I do wonder what would have happened if that was nurtured, going to school and teachers saw it as like, oh, okay, this person is meant for communications, or this person has a destiny in like entertainment or whatever, versus like, bad Priscilla, we're moving you. But then anytime they moved me, it's like, oh, we had to move her again. It's like, well, I'll just make new friends over there too.
Bad.
So yeah, I don't even know where that comes from in terms of like holding that and just kind of owning my own energy and owning how God made me truly. Yeah, so that's what I was trying to say. So yeah, I don't know where that came from in terms of not being discouraged by teachers when they gave me that feedback. I think it's just, I'm like, sounds like a you problem, teach.
Fair enough. It was a teach problem.
Yeah.
How do you prepare for live events or shows where anything can happen?
I honestly prefer live. Like I love live radio, live production because it's improv. It's part preparation, part improv, and part just like confidence, honestly. And life is improv. Like life is happening all the time, and I feel like I'm a recovering perfectionist. And every time I'm trying to like be too scripted or like on point or just super poised, it's like, it doesn't come across authentic or genuine. So I love live production. I think anything can happen, and I love that because that's exactly what life is about too. Anything can happen. Just keeping yourself open to that and the possibilities. They're infinite, and so I think people gravitate more towards that as well. And I think audiences, listeners, viewers, they can relate to it more. They're like, wow, she's actually a human. Like she's a person in there. She's not a robot. And so, yeah, I lean into the live aspect, and I really like break down the walls. And sometimes if I step for my words, I'll make fun of myself because I'm like, oh, well, that was silly. I'm like, what? And then like people laugh with me because it's like, oh, what I meant to say was, and I totally own mistakes, and I like make it part of the show and what I'm doing. So I'm like,
That's a skill.
Thank you.
It's a good skill.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a skill that has been learned. Like it's been practiced. I definitely wasn't always that way. That's why I call myself a recovering perfectionist, because definitely I wouldn't handle mistakes as graciously before. I'd be very much like in my head and overthinking or analyzing and all the things. But now I'm just like life is too short. Like make a mistake, you learn from it. Keep it moving.
So it's fair to say, when a few years back you were chasing perfectionism, and you're at this point where it's unattainable, and you're just going to be the best version of yourself now.
Yeah, and even like language is so important to me. Obviously, as a communicator and as a host and as communications professional, if you will, I really am careful, I guess, with my words and the language that I use. Even as far as saying, I remember I used to be like, okay, everyone talks about living my best life, being the best version of myself. Even that word "best" to me, Novio, is like, well, that's a lot of pressure. I'm like, best? Oh my gosh, was that me? So I'm like just working on being my better self. Better self. Like that's like just a step back. It feels like less pressure. It's still moving towards progression, but it's like not this pinnacle of like, perfection. So does that make sense?
I 100% get
Yeah?
what you're saying.
Okay.
It's interesting. I've never heard anyone say, using words like best, perfectionism. They've seen it as not a negative thing. It's
Right.
more you're chasing standards that don't exist, and you're putting this pressure on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas you could be already very good at what you're doing right
Mhm.
now, but because you're chasing this quote unquote perfect, you're not.
Mm-hmm.
You're not in the moment.
Yeah, because it's like best to whose standards? Like, is it society standards? Is it your family's? Is it perceived standards? Is it your own? Like, yeah. So I'm just like, you know what? Let's just remove that from the vocabulary and just work on being better. Like every time, like even if it's just like incrementally better.
Mm-hmm.
Dad read
Oh my god! Wow, recording 101, guys. My
If you
dad
have to
is
take
calling.
if
No, it's okay, Pops. I'll call you after.
Pops Cherry.
Yeah. Shut up, Papa Cherry. It's good.
Would you say the same way you are at work is the same that you're at outside of work?
Ooh, depends which work.
Hmm.
Because, so I think when I'm on radio, it's a little bit more of a polished version, like just a touch, because I'm still very much myself. But the mic breaks are very quick in between music breaks, and so you have to get what you're saying out. I can't be like jibber jabbering and be like, oh, going off all these rants and these tangents that I do when I'm like live hosting or like with friends. I have to keep it so short and sweet. So it is me, but it's just like a concise, polished version when I'm on radio. Other than that, what you see is what you get. I honestly feel like it would take so much more energy out of me to put on different masks and just like be different versions of myself. I think I have different layers, but I am who I am in every space that I enter. So.
That's great. Because
Do people switch up? Do you switch up, Novio?
safe space,
Safe space.
Safe space, I do switch up. I have different personalities.
Yes.
Just a slight.
I have
thumbs can I put up?
I have different personalities for different, like
Interesting. Okay. I'm so curious.
my girlfriend says she doesn't know who I am when I'm at work. Because
Interesting.
my language, my pattern of speech changes. The language I use is different.
Code switching?
Code switch. Exactly, that's what it is. I code switch a lot.
It
I
happens.
I really wish I could be myself 100%, but unfortunately,
It's
I just can't. And the reason why I asked that question because I would pursue Priscilla, hosting the Calgary Surge, like commentating or what you do for the Calgary Surge is different from what you do for the radio. Also, be different from what you do for the Oratory. It's different. I guess target audience too much.
No, that is true. Like for Surge is family. Like there's kids to adults, to like kids, teenagers, adults, seniors. So it's just the whole gamut of the human spectrum. So I would say it's similar. It's a similar version to what I'm like on radio. Radio is a little more like 30 up. I don't know who listens to the radio anymore, but
Even though I'm like fully hosting the radio. People listen. People do listen. I think it's a medium that will never die.
there will always be radio listeners.
Fair enough.
I think. Do you listen to radio?
Be honest.
Lie to me, Novio.
I'm not gonna lie. I've never once entered a car and listened to them.
Come on.
Yeah.
So always, you're an aux guy, Bluetooth?
Fox Bluetooth. Yeah.
No way. So spoiled.
Spoiled.
What if the Bluetooth
Just-
doesn't work one day?
Oh, we're sitting in silence. If the,
Silence?
Yeah, if the Bluetooth doesn't work, we're sitting in
Over
silence.
radio.
Okay, here's what it is. Here's what it is. I know exactly why. Growing up, going to school in the car with my mom, she listens to the radio every time.
See?
Every
Your mom is
time.
my target.
And this was probably preteen or like early teens. I just want to listen to like music,
Like,
rap. I'm like, Mom, what's this? I want to, and moved out, doing my own thing, got my own car. I'm like, I'm never doing that again. Screw the radio. That's what it was.
So you were traumatized. Your mama ruined the radio.
I don't know if she traumatized me because what she was listening to was beneficial. It's like she's listening to the news, like sometimes they say there's traffic on this place, avoid this place, or like breaking news, blah 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 blah, or like she's just listening to like a live informative stuff, which I think I would enjoy now if I listened to.
I just give it another chance. Yeah.
I just couldn't.
Not be it.
Awesome. Unfortunately,
It's okay. No
does
hurt.
podcast count as radio?
No.
Will
That's
we're
like,
here now.
that's like cheating because the podcasts are recorded, they're edited, they're polished. Radio is live, baby. It's like press play, you're in, you're out. So
That's true.
it's okay.
That's
I forgive you.
really important. You know what? Tell me what time, when, and I will
Then specifically
make an effort
listen.
to.
Okay.
I'll make it. Dude, can you by any chance? Can you see how many people are tuning in?
I can but if I message the production team, then the numbers and the breakdown and stuff. Yeah, for sure. Is that something you want?
No,
Okay.
I could.
It's like that. It's like thousands. Like
Yeah, yeah. Big ups to you.
Thank you.
Big ups to you.
You're so sweet. Thanks, Sophia. Yeah, it's good times.
What do you think is the most underrated skill when it comes to hosting an event?
Ooh, this is a good question. The most underrated skill.
Yeah. Well, I think, just the art of hosting itself. Like, I feel like people think that you can just pick up a mic and you just, get out there. They make it look so easy. But year after year, the number one fear of people is, so it always switches between these two fears. Death. I mean, naturally. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Not to be morbid or anything, but death. And then public speaking. So like year after year, there's always this like article that comes out, and it's always like they switch like between 1 and 2. So it's like, it's either going to be death and then public speaking, or then they're going to switch public speaking to death. But just the fact that those are the top 2 fears, like people are as afraid of public speaking as they are of dying. Like, and you will hear it when people talk about like, oh man, I will die if I get on that stage, or I will die if I trip, or I'll die if I forget my words. Like they literally use that, terminology. And so it's so interesting. So then when they see someone up there, they're just like, oh wow, like they must. And not that I'm not afraid of public speaking, but I still go through my own feels. Like I still get anxious. Like I'm only human. And so I think what is the most underrated skill, or maybe not considered, is literally just the art of hosting itself. And just how not easy it is to get up there. Even though I'm up there and I'm not afraid of public speaking, I still have to prepare. I still have to be in the zone. I have to manage my own emotions while also holding the audience's emotions and holding space for them. And you're kind of like this conduit between, like what's happening out there and then like what's happening on stage, and making sure whoever I'm working with, like whether it's a band or artists or whoever it is that's part of the show, or whatever that looks like. There's just a lot of like managing. I feel like an octopus sometimes when I'm up there. So the multitasking, but then also just the art of hosting itself, for sure.
I love you mentioned the art of hosting, because on your story one day you posted, hosting is an art. What did you mean with that?
Oh my god. I mean, it is. There's like this science to it. There's this, I want to say choreography a little bit to it. There really is a certain skill set. And I really didn't know that until like really working in the industry for as long as I have now. And I'm like, wow, okay, no, I'm really doing this, and I can't imagine doing anything else. Like, I've tried to do other things. Oh, trust me, not and I'm just like, this is not it. And hosting does come naturally to me, and I have so much fun, and I really I enjoy it. I have fun with it, and I feel like, not to like toot my own horn, but I feel like I'm pretty okay at it. I'm pretty good at it,
Yeah.
And so I think those are all the ingredients for a successful host. But again, there is like this art form to it. Like it's an art form because we are like a host of the arts. Like think of you go to a show, you go to any production, there's an MC, even at a wedding, or something as like small as going to maybe like a club night or something. There's an MC, and they are kind of the glue between, again, like what you're experiencing and like what you're experiencing.
I see.
Versus like
Some sort of conductor.
conductor. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna start calling myself a conductor. W. That's a great synonym for that. Yeah. So I think I refer to it as an art form because I think it's actually one of the art forms that's that can feel thankless sometimes. Same thing, like I think of I work with like a lot of different artists, different mediums, DJs, dancers, thespians, like authors, all the different art forms that you can think of, and I think they are recognized as like, okay, that person's an author, that person's a singer, but then when it comes to the host, they're just like, oh yeah, just like get an MC, like, and so it's usually very often the last piece of the puzzle to get booked of a show or of a production. It's always so interesting because it's like, no, but we actually need to know the entire show. Like, I need the whole show flow and the format. I need to come to meetings. I need to come to the rehearsal just like everyone else is coming to rehearsal, because we're kind of the glue in between those pieces. And so it's so interesting. Yeah, I think it's an art form in and of itself because you're hosting the arts.
Mm.
I'm just thinking of, like, I used the wedding as an example. Think of any time you've gone to, so okay, you don't realize how important a host or an MC is until you've experienced a bad one.
Raw. Okay.
Right? Yeah, like you go to a comedy show, you go to a wedding. Honestly, I have been to some fun weddings or some fun shows, and I'm like, oh, that MC, like that host. And I guess I'm also a little biased because I'm always like, well, that would be, host love. But still, I've been to other shows or weddings, and I'm like, oh my god, like that MC was dry, and it kind of like, brings down the energy a little bit.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you really don't know how important the role of a host or MC is until you've experienced it. I mean, yes or no?
It's fact. It's fact.
It's a fact. It's just a fact. It's a science. I'm just the deliverer.
It's the truth.
The news. Yeah.
Don't shoot the messenger.
That's it.
You're hosting your dream show or dream event.
Okay.
What's the venue? What's the event? Do you have a co-host?
Oh my gosh.
What's it for?
Whoa. Novio. Okay. My dream show. First of all, the Oratory.
Oh, of course.
Obvi.
Tune into the Oratory.
Yeah. The Oratory. So, not to be selfish, like I'm the host, but I have other correspondents.
This is your event. You can choose.
Okay, yeah, I don't know why I'm just justifying it. My dreams. Okay, yes, so it's the Oratory. I imagine it at, like, honestly, I actually wouldn't, I was gonna say the Jack Singer, but I actually prefer, like, intimate shows. So, like, no more than, like, a 200, 300 person audience.
200, 300 is intimate.
Oh.
I'm just asking.
That's so funny. No, I guess that's actually hilarious. When I said it out loud, I'm like, oh, wait, yeah. Because I've had, experiences where it's like a 20-person group, and that's very much like, that feels like, yeah, that's like almost like a workshop.
Yeah.
And then I've had like a 60 or 50-person audience. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is intimate, but I don't know. I can't explain. But then I've also had thousands, like literally 5,000, 12,000. The most that we've had at Surge is like almost 13,000 people. Yeah. Like, that's far from intimate. And then so for me, like scaling that back, it's like 1%. Oh, okay. Like,
you know what? Yeah. That's completely fair. You're dealing in the big leagues now. So 100, 200, valid. And it's also your dreams.
You're gonna be editing my dreams, Novio.
My bad.
No, I'm just kidding. It's good. But yeah, so what I imagine, honestly, what I've always imagined for the Oratory to be, and this is how I kind of started it, was in the framework of creative placemaking, where it doesn't actually have a home, and like the people are the home, and wherever we go, like that is its home. So I imagined as like this traveling talk show, and we become the place that we are, and so we kind of like reinvent or reimagine spaces, or maybe like oddly, just like obscure places or just kind of remote places. I would literally love that, because we've done the intimate shows, we've done like these 200-person crowds at Contemporary Calgary, at Arts Commons, and I have always envisioned the Oratory to be this traveling talk show. So that is my big dream. It's like, we're coming to you, and like we're coming to where you are, and then we kind of like become, we're one with the people, one with the community, and we're responding to that, and the people in the community inform the show and inform the theme, and that way. So yeah,
I think you can make it happen.
It'd be so fun. Oh, thank you. You think so?
Definitely can happen.
I feel like there's so many logistics and stuff to think about, but we'll figure that out. Yeah.
Logistics be the nightmare, but it can work.
Right? Like, imagine, okay, now you're like fully on this brainstorming train with me. So imagine like this Oratory bus. It's like this self-contained, its own thing, and then maybe it like opens up and it's like this is the set. Like it's just like a traveling set, and then we can literally go anywhere virtually, and then people just come and then like they come to
Sit and
us.
gather.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
Yeah, it's possible.
I see this for the oratory because I have been a part of the oratory, like the team, and I've seen how it doesn't. That's why I think it's very much possible
Doable.
and it's doable and it's
Yeah.
a different experience,
Right? Exactly.
different but engaging experience. No one is left out.
Yeah.
Everyone's involved.
Oh my gosh, I love that you said the word experience because that's exactly how I refer to the oratory. And honestly, anything that I do when it comes to hosting, it's an experience for me. Like what we're inviting you into is an experience. It's not a show, it's not an event, it's an experience, and it's almost an offering and like an invitation to be like, hey, you're going to be a part of this thing. Like to be a guest, to be an attendee is to be a part of the show and a part again of the experience. So I love that you said that word because that's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I see.
Cool. Okay. Well, to be continued. I'll let you know.
Big things coming up for
Yeah.
that.
Wait, are you a crier?
Oh yeah, I'm very
Oh,
sensitive.
shit.
I'm very sensitive. People think I'm like this like bubbly extrovert. No, I'm very much like an introvert, baby girl. Yeah?
Introvert.
Yeah. I'm just an outgoing introvert. Like I'm a bubbly introvert.
I called it trained extrovert.
Trained extrovert.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just learn by experience, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, baby,
interesting.
you're still not a trained extrovert.
Okay.
Ouch. You're like, damn, I thought I was doing so good.
I thought I was doing well.
Like you are right now, but you
Like
have.
in general.
As soon as we clock out, lol, no
You're
one's
done?
hearing from me. You're not gonna hear from
We have
me.
a 2-hour break.
We have
Just
a-
gonna, like,
Disappear.
You don't even
Oh
know
my-
the schedule today. This weekend, hectic.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways,
D&D.
D&D indeed.
Yeah.
Are you
I'm a D&D.
are you a
girl.
D? No, Priscilla.
What-
Are you a
what?
D&D warrior that you just have your phone on D&D every time?
No.
Okay.
But just when I like need a minute, I'm like, ah, too many notifications. D&D.
Okay.
Yeah. What? What's wrong with D&D?
Because some people just have it on 24/7.
Oh
I'm
no
like,
no. I
know
can't
who
stand
you
these
are.
people.
You know
yeah,
who you
yeah.
are.
You know who you are. You know
Yeah.
who you are.
I hate that.
I'm like, how am I supposed to get a hold of you? I don't understand.
Exactly.
Like, you just never want to be. Why do you have a phone?
Literally, why do you have a phone? Turn it off.
Just turn on. Just exactly.
I'm
yeah.
glad we agree
We
on
agree.
that.
We agree. Finally, we agree on something. No. Just kidding.
Oh. You've hosted
Yeah.
many shows
Mhm.
and many events.
Mhm.
Did you ever imagine this for yourself?
Interesting. Honestly, I'd be lying if I say I didn't. Yeah. I mean, I since I was little, I always wanted to host a talk show. My mom told me, she tells me about memories I have no recollection of, you know?
Mhm.
And so I planned this, like I designed this, you know, I wanted it to go this way. I pursued this career. And so I couldn't tell you like exactly what it would look like, who I'd be interviewing or what shows or where and all the things, but I definitely imagined myself here. I feel like we still have a long way to go, but like, yeah, I definitely, this was intentional.
How has hosting changed the way you move in the world outside the mic?
Ooh, that's a really good question. I love that. It's a very front-facing role. You know, you are the communicator, the conductor. And in order to be a good communicator and speaker, you also have to be a very good listener. And so I find myself taking a lot more time to pause before I speak when I'm not on the mic, and just like a lot more breathing room for listening and just like being okay with silence. I think there's a lot of people that aren't that okay with silence. Like they feel like they have to fill the silence and they're like, oh, this is awkward. But no, it's like, no, silence is okay. Silence is necessary. Like silence is necessary and important. I mean, you driving around you'd rather listen to silence than listen to me on the radio.
I never said that, by the way.
We can run it back. No, I'm just kidding. Run the tape. Yeah, no, so I think for myself, when I'm not hosting, what hosting has served me in other areas and spaces is the I think everything's an art. The art of listening, I was gonna say. Yeah, and the art of pausing and how necessary and truly urgent it is. And I don't know, I'm not to like, poo on people, but like people aren't good listeners. Like I find myself repeating myself a lot. Do you find that?
It's facts. I think people often mistake hearing versus listening.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm hearing you right now,
Totally.
but I'm also listening to you.
Yes.
I think listening, again, I might be wrong, but listening, you're retaining the information, you're processing it, and you're giving that person space to express yourself, tell me what it is that may or may not be going on. Versus hearing is just
You're just in one ear. That's it.
Yeah,
That's exactly it. Yeah, it's just like sound. It's not actually like a conversation. We're not actually listening. So yeah, the art of listening, the art of pausing, that has definitely served me. Hosting has offered me that when I'm not hosting, just the ability to listen with both my ears.
What did he mean to you to be part of the Netflix diversity of voices? What did that moment feel like?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Thank you for asking about that. It was really validating. It's a very validating experience because to be part of that program, you have to pitch a project. And so I pitched my baby, the Oratory. And so for people of the caliber of Netflix to greenlight it and be like, okay, there's something here. It's like, okay, just keep going. Again, going back to my prayers, going back to God and being like, okay, thank you. Like you downloaded this into my heart for a reason. And yeah, it's just, it's just a very validating experience just to, keep listening to that inner voice and that inner knowing. Yeah.
I'm glad you got that call.
Thank you. Yes, we shall see what comes of it next. I through that experience, I met a lot of directors, producers, distributors, people from all over the world come to Banff to be a part of this World Media Festival. And then Netflix is a part of it, and they have that program that you mentioned, the Diversity of Voices. And yeah, it's just so interesting. Like I always have thought that, the world is small. Like Calgary's small, the world is also small. Or it's like Calgary's small, the world is smaller. I don't know. Is that poetic? Let's take it. But being in that space, it just felt like, wow, everything is so accessible. It's as accessible as you open yourself up to it and give yourself permission to gain that access. Like people are right there. People are curious. I was in a room full of creatives that are also kind of pitching their dreams and sharing their ideas. And so it's just super exciting to be in a room full of people that are kind of doing the same thing. And because sometimes I'll feel like, man, I'm too XYZ. I'm too old. I'm too, I don't know, I'm too late. I'm too this, too that to be pursuing this or to be doing this or not enough this or not enough, right? And so to be in a room full of people that are, it's different cultures, different ages, just different, just a whole gamut of people was just so validating to be like, okay, no, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm right on time. It's all good. So yeah, just a very validating experience overall.
Happy for you.
Thanks, Novia. Appreciate you.
You talked about your baby. We haven't talked about it yet.
My baby. Yeah.
The Oratory.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
The Oratory. Well, I can't believe it's been about 2.5 years now. And you were there year one, month one, actually.
Is it?
You were there the very, 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 very beginning, literally. So when you were there, part of filming it and capturing those moments, thank you so much, by the way.
No problem.
Shout
out to Oscar too.
Yes, shout out to Oscar. So sweet. It was really sweet to work with both of you. Both were just okay. I feel like I shared this idea. I still didn't really know what it was, but you guys were just okay, yeah, I'll film it. I was thank you.
It was well produced.
Thank you.
Everything came well.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that. I think that just is a testament to, the way that I explain the Oratory, it feels like this landing place for all of the things that I've done in my life. It's just this amalgamation of everything that I have kind of experienced in my life with hosting, with radio, with just my own like lived experience, navigating mental health concerns of my own, of my family's. And it was this place for me to kind of not even necessarily like resolve anything, but just like hold space for. Because I was finding a lot of maybe the things that I was personally accessing, I'm like, oh, it's like missing this. Like whether it's like church or just like community group or even like friends groups. I'm like, oh man, there's like, I get a little bit of everything from each place, but I'm like, man, I want a place, this third space that contains all of these things. And so, yeah, the oratory kind of became that. And so here we are 2.5 years later. It continues to evolve. It's very emergent. It's very iterative. Still like building it, growing it. When I first started it, I imagined as this talk show, like basically what you were a part of, and it has grown into that in terms of like larger audience size. But it also has like these. We'll do like pop-ups now at like festivals. The oratory means it's a double meaning. So the oratory means the art of discourse and dialogue and conversation, but it also means a small place for prayer and devotion. So I love like combining those two because I have this love for storytelling, story gathering with other people, and then but also just like with intentionality. And that's what I think that second meaning is. It's like it's the small place for prayer and devotion and that intentionality piece. And so with the oratory, my baby, when we're not doing like the shows that is like this huge production, we are doing different pop-ups and offshoots of the oratory, which is like that intentional dialogue. So yeah, and it always looks different everywhere we show up, but it's just been so interesting. I feel like it's been a wild journey. I when I started it, I'm like, okay, I had this small idea of like what it could be. Now that I've done it, I'm like, oh my gosh, now I have this whole world of possibilities. So it's continuing to take shape every time I touch it and look at it. But yeah, I'm happy in the direction that it's going.
The campaign, the trailer you shot for the live show, that was sick.
Yeah?
That was sick. I was like, yeah, the whole team, they did something.
Oh my gosh, shout out foreigners, the goats, the only ones to ever do it. Please, I can't do it without them, honestly.
Fair enough.
Don't leave me, guys.
Can you recommend to any aspiring host one special event or person they can watch to learn a thing or two that would help them significantly or a little?
The first person that comes to mind is Amanda Paris. She is based in Toronto, and yeah, I want to be her when I grow up. Even though I think we're like pretty much the same age, to be honest. But no, she just speaks with so much conviction and power and truth. So she's definitely someone that I try to take in her stuff with, there's like for the culture. She used to be on CBC. She, has just left such an indelible mark in terms of like the broadcasting sector, specifically in Canada, but even, beyond. And I just, she's very inspiring. I would say Amanda Paris for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, Priscilla, thank you for joining us today.
Oh
It went by so fast.
I thought we were just getting warmed up. Getting started.
Yeah, I appreciate you being on here and can't wait to see more of what you do.
Thank you, Novio. Thanks for having me. Thanks, MOGUL. Yeah.
That's Priscilla, everyone.
Yeah.
And cut.